Access Radio. WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Joe, yeah, 1203. We here. All these ladies be asking me what I'm looking for. Well, listen up. She about her business. Yeah. Come on. She about her money, she about her business. She about her money, she about her business. She about her money, she about her business. It comes to that money, she handle her business, and she be like, bag it up, 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 bag it up. She about her money, she about her business. She about her money, she about her business. She about her money, she about her business. It comes to that money, she handle her business, and she be like, bag it up, 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 bag it up. She about her money, she about her business. Don't hurt that she thinking she sexy. She always come at me direct. Forever gon' call, she don't text me. When she hit me up, she never play games. She say exactly what she wanted. She call me later and talk dirty. What's up? Like come through, let's count up some honeys. Next morning it's back to the money. If you owe her something, then run it. Something like Devo. See everyone get low. They tucking they chain when she coming. For herself, she gon' always provide. Got that beam when she down for the ride. Like Jordan going for the 6. Cause she want it, she won't be denied. And that's what be turning me on. Love when they sexy and strong. Cause all of these chicks will suck it and lick it. But how many paying that bone? How many love it on each? When you hungry, you know they gon' feed you. When she hear that you taking the loss, she look at you, baby, say me too. See, not too many and not too much gonna hold you down and be that crush. See, not too many gonna lift you up when you look them in their eyes and you down on your luck. Not many gonna be fair, not many gonna be fair. But we ain't dealing with a real one. You already know she be there. She about her money, she about her business, she about her money, she about her business, she about her money.
What's up? Hey, Red.
Hey guys. Welcome to Love and Lust with REDZSPICE and WIZZ. So we have been going, it's like a month, right? How is everybody doing? WIZZ, how you been?
I've been Gucci.
That's good. Okay. Well, we might as well get started since WIZZ want to have on a bonnet.
I woke up like this.
Okay, well, Monique came out and said she saw Monique the comedian came out and said she saw some ladies in the airport and she was not, pleased with seeing them traveling in bonnets. Hey, Purdy, how you doing? So, me and Wiz went back and forth about it. Me and my mom, we've been having a week-long argument about people, how they come out in public. We have different views on it. And Wiz said, I'm going to wear a bonnet for the show. I said, no, you're not, because the show is representing me. I don't care about what anybody else is doing, because what somebody wears in the airport is not representing me. I'm going to dress how I want to dress. I'm going to do my hair how I want to do my hair. Mind y'all business. Yes, look at Wiz. So Wiz is representing for all the ladies or men that want to wear bonnets in public. And I'm not mad. What's up, Devon? Thanks for tuning in. I'm not mad at people wanting to wear bonnets. Me personally, I don't own a bonnet. I'm a headscarf kind of girl, and from the 90s. And if I want to wear a bonnet, I'm gonna wear a bonnet. If I want to wear my headscarf, you don't know what these people are going through walking through the airport, especially for them early flights. Stop playing with us.
Yep. Spirit. I'm jumping on Spirit after I leave here.
I will never fly Spirit ever in my life. But anyway, let's get the show started. I don't know why Wiz wanted to wear that bonnet, y'all. I told him, hey, Tyrone, I told him I was going to roast him.
Tell him, Monique, what up? Let Monique know what up.
So you're okay with women wearing bonnets in public, Wiz?
No, they come through, because we going through a pandemic, sure.
I agree. You don't know what
they going through.
Wiz sent me a picture of a lady. It was like in Walmart, and she had on pajamas. She had on a bonnet. She had on slippers. And I said to him, he said, oh, this is what Monique is talking about. I said, no, you don't know what it took for this lady to get out of bed, to leave her house, to go to the store. People need to mind their business and worry about you. What you wear represents you. Don't represent me. I don't care. But anyway, yeah, Devon said, who cares? I agree. I don't care what somebody else has on. Moving on, ladies. Wait, Tyrone said, put on some real clothes, goddamn it. Roast him. He is a Dallas fan. Expect this. No, that's a fact. That is a fact, Tyrone. We
Yeah.
can't expect much from Dallas Cowboy fans.
All
We
right.
can't.
All right. They're gonna be on the couch like the Knicks, the Giants.
We'll discuss that in the sports segment, Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna disrespect my teams. Anyway, ladies, I believe next week is Father's Day.
No
Do not
roses.
do not forget to order your flowers. Remember, the guys on the show said they will be so happy if they receive flowers for Father's Day. So, ladies, you're saving hundreds of dollars if you just order them some flowers. Y'all can go big, get the 24 roses, you know what I mean? But get them some flowers for Father's Day.
Oh yeah, damn wrong. Okay. Yeah, we take it. That's beautiful.
Exactly. Okay. Because Wiz didn't remember that he said that on the show. Al also said yes, he would like some flowers for Father's Day.
Should I get
So,
preferably the red ones.
okay, red roses.
I said yes.
Red roses, ladies. Save
Oh,
save
yellow,
that
yellow,
money
yellow. No
on
pink.
them other gifts and get them some flowers.
See, I don't have no hair, so this joint just be like making me feel funny.
Oh, Purdy. Wait, Tyrone said I want flowers, dinner, and boom boom room. Purdy said I'm not celebrating Father's Day. Lord have mercy. Well, okay, don't call it Father's Day, Purdy, but still, take care, Tyrone. Corona is still here, guys. It's still here, no matter what they say. They're not telling us the numbers. Devon said, I don't own a vase. Ladies, make sure you order the roses and the vases for these fine gentlemen. Don't forget. Corona is still here. I got my second shot last Saturday, and I thought I was dying. I was like Googling when to go to the hospital after getting vaccinated. Yeah, it was a struggle, but I'm back. I'm at 100%. They said the vaccination doesn't really take full effect for 10 days. So our next show, I will be in studio because I feel invincible now. But I know I can still catch it. I know for a fact. Okay. So that brings us to our first question. Hold on. Tyrone said, I'll find the baby mama to claim me. Mello said, my second shot almost took me out. No, my second shot, I was down and out for like 3 days. Facts. Mello, you're lying because I don't even think you're vaccinated, but whatever. Tyrone said, Tyrone doesn't want roses. He wants a floral medley. So he wants a nice array of different summertime flowers. Very nice idea, Tyrone. So that brings me to our question, right? Segregation in 2021. People are saying we are being segregated. Vax versus unvaxxed. You go to a restaurant and the vax people can sit inside, the unvaxxed people cannot. The basketball games that are going on right now, they only want fully vaccinated people in the arenas, while they're bribing us to get vaccinated. My job is offering comp time if you're fully vaccinated. You can get free fries from Shake Shack. You can get all these free things if you are vaccinated. So my question is, does it really matter? Because even vaccinated people can get corona. You can still transmit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the segregation. I'm for the segregation. Don't get me wrong. I'm with it. Yes. I only want to be around vaccinated people. That is correct. But I don't think it's fair because you still can get it. Look, a cruise ship, I think it was Royal Caribbean. A ship was leaving St. Martin. It was a fully vaccinated ship. And 2 people coming back on the boat from St. Martin had corona. That's crazy. Like, I'm never going on a cruise boat again. Tyrone said, facts, real uncomfortable situation. Tyrone said, I feel like I might be let go if I don't get it. Oh, you talking about with work? That's crazy. No, they legally, I don't know if they can do
Can't
that.
mandate it. They can't mandate that.
See, no, Tyrone, don't look off. Don't look off. But I saw something where it said they can't mandate it.
They
No,
can't.
they can. They can mandate it. Yeah,
No,
you're right. You're saying they can't?
no, because it's not. It's not approved. It's not FDA approved.
Hmm.
They can't do that.
So once it's FDA approved, they can mandate you.
Mhm.
They can't let you go. That's illegal, Tyrone. That's but
You can go to court for that.
I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm not saying people go out and get vaccinated, but I think you stand a better chance. I don't know the facts. Nobody knows the facts. I'm a guinea pig. It is what it is. That second shot was crazy. I thought I was dying. Thought I was having a heart attack. If that's what corona feels like, that little piece of whatever they put in me, it hurt. I was in pain for 3 days. Like, I wouldn't make it if I had full blown corona. So I'm happy that I went and got vaccinated. I feel safer. Maybe it's a mental thing. I don't know.
Or it could be your immune might have been down at compromised lower. I mean, it depends on your immune, but you being your immune was strong, it fought it off. Would if it was low, it would have been worse. Because with me, I only was sick technically like 2 days. I had a fever, and I started feeling weak. The next thing, I was up watching TV and all that.
But it doesn't, it affects everybody differently.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So you can't even say, well, if you're immune, huh?
because you got to remember, I was building up my immune system. I was doing this, I was doing the steaming, I was taking the meds.
Yes, but sometimes it don't matter. Like healthy people were dying, are still dying. You know what I mean? So
You got to also fight it off with those symptoms. That's what I'm saying. I was doing that because I had all this stuff, and I felt the cough and all that, but I was like breaking down with the sting. It depends, and you're right. Like a lot of people have a different effect, but I was like making sure I was like staying on the healthy side as far as with the all natural stuff.
I mean, just pray that none of us get sick because even if you are vaccinated, you still can't get it. You still need to wear your mask. Purdy said there are so many side effects after being vaccinated, it makes you not want to get it. I agree. Devon said you can't get fired if you are not vaccinated. Mello said I be out and about with my papers, Team Vax. Mello, I ain't gonna put Mello on blast, y'all, but he had a blank Vax card. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't know if he actually got vaxxed or not. I don't know. I hope he did. I don't know. So moving on, we're gonna get into sports.
You ready?
Naomi, shut up, Wiz. Naomi Osaka. Um, so maybe you guys have seen the story that she was on a tournament and she said she did not want to do interviews. And they told her, if you don't do these interviews, we're going to fine you. And she said, okay. And she took the fine. And then she said, I'm going to step away from playing for my mental health. The Calm Out app, which is an app that likes help you sleep and stuff like that, they offered to pay the fines for her, right? So my question is, should athletes be allowed to not do post-game interviews?
If it's a mental situation, like how she was going through stuff, because she had anxiety, they should respect that.
Okay, I have two people. It might be the same person. I don't know. Somebody saying hello, and somebody said love and lust with the shout out hands. Shout out to y'all. It's not showing me your name, so I don't know who it is. Oh, that's Swazo tuning in. Hey Yvonne and hey Swaz. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Um, Me personally, right? You pay a lot of money to go see these athletes play, or you're spending your time to watch them play. You want to hear what they have to say. So I'm not mad at the finding. I'm not mad. She could have went and she could have pulled the what's his name from Oakland? I'm just here so I won't get fined. She could have did one of those.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, she could have did a Marshawn Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. It doesn't say you have to answer their questions, but me as a sports fanatic, I want to see post-game interviews. Mello said they all should do post-game interviews. I agree. Tyrone said no, we need that player interaction. I agree. Definitely.
But it depends on that situation. I felt being that was mental, is really she was going through a mental thing.
But all of them could claim mental health, and we'll just be sitting there not knowing what was going on during the game. What was on their mind during the game?
But see, they should have. I mean, well, she did. She should have just came out and just told them straight up. Wow, they was threatening with before they started threatening with the fines. I can't do this because of my anxiety.
She said that. She said before they fined her. She said, "This is why I'm stepping. I don't want to do post game interviews." And they said, "If you don't do it, we gonna fine you." And they fined her.
They was wrong. Right then, why didn't give us a psych eval, somebody to help her?
Mid tournament, that's crazy.
Oh, you don't never know, because sure, what would happen if she wanted to slit her throat or something?
No, I definitely agree with that part of it. But that's why I said just go and be like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. How you doing? All right. That's gonna be the answer to all of your questions. Are we done here? Okay, have a good day, guys. That's it. But I respect her for taking the stand for her mental health.
Yeah.
Tyrone said, I think she was worried about the press flipping her words, which they are so known to do, especially for people of color. So the Knicks lost. We had a great season, but we lost. And so did LeBron. So yeah, so did LeBron with his super team. They still lost. And the Knicks, we had no superstars, and we made it all the way to the final. Oh, excuse me, the playoffs. It was like the finals. New York was on fire for the five.
Superstar though.
What?
Rose was a superstar MVP.
Was Wiz? Come on.
He played. No, but he played.
How many? Wiz, stop it. How many injuries D. Roston came back from? Stop it, please.
He still was playing. He did show up in the playoffs though, right?
So what? He's not. He's not considered a AD. He's not considered a LeBron. So stop it. Like I said, the Knicks had no superstars.
I'm trying to give you the Knicks roses, but you didn't want to take the roses. Okay.
Okay, Mello said they can say I have no comment about tonight's game and walk off. Yeah, it's really simple, Mello. I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Then they probably would try to find them. They probably would have had a similar time that they want them to talk.
I guess. Tyrone said, I'm glad Braun is out. Happy New York is out. Clippers next. Tyrone, you're not going to disrespect my Knicks on this show. You're not going to do it. You're not. And shout out to Brooklyn because they're still hanging in there, even though, whatever. I don't like Kevin Durant, but whatever.
That's right. You saw your baby with LeBron at Bronny's game?
Yeah, that was cute. Adonis was there too. That was cute that they're supporting Bronny. What I was gonna say. Okay, so while we were out, Devon said Nets and Phoenix in the finals. That would be interesting.
That's if they can get past Utah.
Mello said the Knicks did well for a team with a bunch of plumbers. Wow, they did do well. So I have a question, right? The fans that got banned as far as throwing the popcorn, spitting on the Muppet. I mean, what's his name? Trae Young? Yeah. So I personally didn't see anything wrong with that, right? And that's because, like I said, I'm a sports fanatic. Madison Square Garden is our home court. You're not going to come and disrespect our home court. So should fans be banned for doing little things like that to protect their home court.
Spitting and all that, and yeah.
Well, spitting, okay. Physical altercation, yes. But you throwing popcorn, it's not that serious.
No, that's still physical. You're not supposed to. You disrespecting the person. No, you can have words with them. As far as like this, like, hey, trash talking back. That's all they had to do.
Well, I was proud. I was proud of the fans that was doing that stuff because I'm like, that's right. Protect your home court, guys.
I'm saying Kyrie was also wrong what he did in Boston, stepping on the logo. That was kind of
exactly. So we're not supposed to retaliate on you being disrespectful.
No, but I'm saying retaliate by trashing.
Whatever. Okay, Ray says spitting is unacceptable. Tyrone said bans all day. Mello said they can boo and cuss players out, but throwing shit, nah. I agree. But I'm not mad that they were showing their support for their teams. That's just me though. I used to go to the Barclay just to boo Kevin Garnett. So I get it. I understand.
What? When he was with the Nets? Did you do that?
Yeah. I was so mad. I was so angry that he was on the Nets.
With the Mello and his wife joint?
Well, before that, I didn't like Kevin Garnett because he's a really dirty player. Like he's one of the worst sneaky, dirty players. Like, I think it was when he said what he said to Tim Duncan on Mother's Day about his mother. Yeah, I don't like Kevin Garnett.
What did he say? I didn't know that.
Tim Duncan mother had died, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Happy Mother's Day," like just to get in his head. I didn't like that.
Oh, that's a fight.
Tim Duncan is Tim Duncan, so he didn't, you know what I mean? But I didn't like that. Kevin Garnett is nasty.
I'd have pulled out my 5 rings on him.
Tyrone said winning is the only real protection. Spitters lose all the time. That was cute. So we didn't. Oh, Mello said Chris Paul is way worse than Kevin Garnett. I don't have anything bad to say about Chris Paul, right? Especially the way he's playing right now. But I don't want him to get a ring. I want to see Mello get a ring first.
That's not gonna happen.
Shut up. You don't know that.
It's not gonna happen.
If Dame stays in Portland, it can happen. So
he's gonna stay in because he's loyal. He's gonna stay. He wants to.
I hope not. I want him to come to the Knicks, but if he stays, that's fine too. But out of that crew, I want Melo to get a ring first. Tyrone said WIZZ is grubbing. WIZZ, you eating on camera?
I'm sorry. I'm some Tic Tacs.
Okay, so we never got to discuss Kwame Brown and his beef with what's the light-skinned guy name? Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And it's kind of old now, so I'm not really gonna go into it. But yesterday on what's Stephen A's show?
Stephen A. World.
That's the name of the show? Okay, well anyway.
The one he does for all 3 of them? First Take.
Okay, on First Take, because I don't watch sports shows. I'm a Knicks fan, and they always try to drag us to hell.
Stephen A. Smith is a Knicks fan.
I know, but he still used to drag us to hell. He did. Yeah, I didn't want to hear that. Mello said Becky with the good hair and fake Black Lives Matter activist. He's talking about Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. So, they went back and forth, right? Where Kwame Brown, he brought out a lot of faults as far as radio shows and these sports shows, how they're just trying to drag these Black men down, right? So my question to you guys is, do you think sports shows and radio shows, because he dragged Charlamagne in it too. Well, Charlamagne dragged himself in it. But anyway, do you think that they purposely tried to make Black people look bad? Now, before you answer, yesterday on First Take, Quavo and Kendrick Perkins popped up. Quavo the rapper, Kendrick Perkins, the basketball player, sports analyst, right? They have been having words for a while back and forth, right? Quavo about Kendrick Perkins never having playing time or whatever, and Kendrick Perkins saying Quavo bars is trash, right? So they brought them on first take and they squashed whatever was going on. They said it was nothing, not real beef, right? And when it went off, the two white analysts that were sitting with Stephen A, they were like, "Oh, that was entertaining. That was entertaining." And Stephen A was like, "No, it wasn't. Like, I didn't enjoy it." And I think what he meant by that was what I'm saying right now. Like, they brought them onto the show thinking that they were going to argue and they weren't going to be gentlemen about the situation. So do you think that these shows purposely try to make us look bad?
Yes, I tend to, because they think that as they see us as the reality show, how we be acting in the reality shows, we can't get along, we argue, you know, keep beef. They want, like Kendrick Perkins said, it ain't, if it was real beef, he'll be cooking something.
Facts. He did say that. Facts. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
he said I'll be making little burgers. Mello said Perkins and Quavo faked that whole thing. Fake this fake the whole thing or faked on the interview like they still got real beef. What did you mean by that, Mello? Tyrone says son played 15 years in the league. That's a success, but sports shows need controversy to keep people tuned in. I agree with that. Tyrone said yes. The answer to the question is yes. Yeah.
With the show, and also plug his album same time.
True. True, true, true. Wow, I just thought that was interesting that Stephen A decided to stand up, and he's been doing that a lot since the Kwame Brown situation, speaking up for the black coaches and stuff like that. Like, I'm glad Kwame read them their rights about how they speak about other black men on TV and on the radio. We got to shout out Simone Biles. Right now, she's literally the greatest athlete in the world. And that's some black girl magic. If you have a chance, you can check out her flips and stuff in slow motion. It's amazing. It's graceful. It's like she's doing this effortlessly. And she won a record 7 titles so far. Like, she's killing the game right now. They're mad. They're big mad. You know what I mean? But anyway, Mello. Wait, Tyrone says she's dope. Mello said Red owes black men an apology. Me and Mello have been going back and forth about this for about 2-3 weeks now. I don't owe any black men an apology because I was never disrespectful to someone who did not deserve it. I said what I said, Mello. I'm not apologizing. If I disrespected you, you deserved it. That's the end of that. Devon said, and Clarissa Shields. See, Devon, I don't really know about fighting and stuff, but I saw something today on Facebook that said Clarissa Shields is the best female boxer, and she did her MMA debut, and she beat the hell out that girl. I saw it. I don't like MMA. It's too brutal. And I don't like the humping, how they just be on top of each other. I don't get that. Like, I don't understand it. I don't like it because they don't stop the fight. They don't stop the fight soon enough for me. Like, they just be beating them in their heads. I'm like, what?
Before the teachers break it up. That's what it look like.
Nah, they be killing each other. Like, literally beating. Like, this person is knocked out and they just keep going and keep going and keep going. I don't like MMA. I watch the big fights, but I don't like it. It's the same with football. When I see like a really hard hit, I hate it. It makes me not want to watch the sport again. Serious.
I like hockey for the fight though.
Hockey fights is different because it's not. It's them. It's not us.
But ain't that we talking about boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw Lamar last night.
Yeah, I watched it.
Why you didn't call me and let me know?
Oh, you know why? Because I had a really hard time finding a free link. Like nobody wanted to pay that $30 to watch the fight. Like I had a real hard time finding a free link, but I finally found it like right before Peter Guns and Cisco fought. It was cute. It was
I
cute.
want you to tell me who won. I missed the whole thing. I told you.
Okay, so Peter Guns and Cisco, it got kind of real, right? Like Cisco took his gloves off, like he wanted to fight, and they was like, "No, put your gloves back on and handle it accordingly." You know what I mean? So, Rich from Love and Hip Hop,
Mm-hmm.
he was refereeing that. He got punched too because he was too close, and Cisco punched him in the face or whatever.
I wasn't
It
by,
was good, huh?
I wasn't by accident.
I don't know. Like I think it was by accident, but I don't know. It was a good fight. Peter Guns won though. They gave it to Cisco. I didn't understand why. They said Peter did a low blow and they took a point from him, but Peter Guns won. And Cisco is from Brooklyn. I ain't know that, but because I would have kind of been rooting for him. But I like Peter Guns. He's funny.
Now
Um,
I gotta find it. I gotta go. I was looking at on my Fire Stick. I'm trying to find it today. It was gone.
Oh, it was really a hard time finding a free link for that fight. So the Lamar and Aaron Carter fight, it looked bad. Like Lamar is what, like 7 feet. Aaron Carter's like 5'11". It was just bad. It was bad. And
Yeah, that was definitely a mismatch.
yeah, it visually you could tell, huh?
I was actually out there. You see the fight too?
Yeah,
I was
It was hard.
I'm like, I'm mad. I missed
it was hilarious. Wiz, it's like I'm like, what are they doing? What are they trying to prove?
I was watching
So-
Lifetime. It was so boring yesterday. That's how I
So-
was early.
So, Al, who do you think won the Cisco? Mello said crackhead fights. Oh my gosh. Who do you think won the Cisco and Peter Guns fight?
Oh, definitely Peter Guns.
Right. So why did they give it to Cisco?
Well, they claimed to this exhibition was supposed to have been established like as they take points on real fights. So because of the low blow, it's like an unsportsmanship type throw punch. So they took a point from him. So I guess to them the fight was pretty much even until that happened. But it wasn't.
It was not. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss something. Okay.
No.
So the Lamar and Aaron threw some punches, like he tried, and then he got beat up. Like it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. That's it. That was the whole fight. Was
I'm mad. See, I had that whole free link and nobody told me. I was watching Lifetime.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wiz. I'm sorry. Tyrone said because of the thongs.
Yeah.
Who thongs?
Dong.
Who thongs? What is he talking about?
The thong song.
Cisco.
Cisco. The
Oh,
thong
not that Cisco. The Love and Hip Hop Cisco. That's what.
They could have lost to him. I'm like, no.
Cisco might have won. Remember Cisco used to do them flips and stuff, them karate moves? Cisco might have won.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, he's definitely an athlete.
nah, he's an athlete, but nah, Peter Guns probably would have him.
Peter Guns brought the Bronx to the ring. Like he was like, it was I would like to see him fight a regular fight. But I think he got a little winded at the end. Like I was nervous. Like, is he about to have a heart attack? Oh, okay. All right.
How is he filming Cheaters?
Oh nah, like he's the host of Cheaters now. Huh?
How is he? How is he doing that?
He's the host of Cheaters. And it'd be mad funny.
He's an expert at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's an expert.
Why wouldn't you hire an expert if you're gonna have somebody host the show?
Correct.
You can tell the person you should have gave it like, yo, son, don't go out where the cameras at. You see that white van run.
Common sense, right? You didn't see them cameras pulling into the restaurant? Okay. Moving on. Jeff Bezos, richest man in the world, is going to space. Him and his brother. They built the spaceship. He's going to space. And I just feel like this is when having too much money goes wrong. Because why? Why, sir? It's not safe. You're gonna die. Okay. I don't know. New York City, early voting is open. and we have a new system of voting. I'm going to vote early this time because I'm not going to be here. The actual day is June 22nd, but I'm not going to be here. That's my baby girl's birthday. She's turning the big 21.
Woo!
I know, right? I can't believe it. I kept her safe for 21 years, y'all. But anyway,
Sweet.
so I have some info for you guys about early voting, right? You can go to find my poll site .vote.nyc to find your early voting spot, and you can go and vote early, or you can vote on June 22nd. And there's a new way to vote where you have to, instead of just picking one person, you pick like 5 or 10, but you rank them in the number that you want them to go, right? So my first choice is going to be Eric Adams. Shout out to Eric Adams, power to the people. You know what I'm saying? And then the Yang guy, and then it'll go on like that. I'm not telling y'all who to vote for, but
You saw the mayor. It's worse than the president.
oh, how many people they have running?
I'm like, you running too? I'm seeing commercials like that. You running too?
I Cinco de Mayo, I went out and we were having drinks, and this guy that owns a bar was like, "Can you guys sign this for me? My son is running for mayor, and he's only 21 or he's only 18, but he's running for mayor." We was like, "What?" Okay, like we signed it, but whatever. Everybody and their mother is running for mayor in New York City. Damon say Yang Gang. Damon, you cannot even vote in New York. So have a good day, sir. Have a good day. And we're voting people from Brooklyn. Y'all know Eric Adams been stepping up for the borough. That's all I have to say about that. If you've never seen Eric Adams out and about doing stuff in the community, I'm shocked because I always see him.
Yes,
they're trying to say he live in
absolutely.
Jersey.
I don't care if he lives in Jersey. He's been representing for the borough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Been doing things.
over there.
Huh?
You see him over there out in Brooklyn, downtown.
Exactly. Exactly. It's his time, y'all. So vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
For years, he's been up.
Exactly. Thank you, Al. Exactly. What's the next? Okay, music, right? We have a new verses. Hold on. Mello said Maya Wiley is pretty good. I don't even know who that is, Mello. She'll be like my number 5th pick. I don't even know who she is. I don't. Music. Eve versus Trina, June 16th.
Hated it.
I don't get it. I mean, I'm a fan of both. I love Eve. Growing up, I thought I was Eve. You know what I'm saying? But the Trina matchup is just dumb. Trina has like 5 hits. No disrespect.
Name the 5 songs from Trina.
Nah, like most of them are features. She got The Baddest Bitch. She got like one other song by herself, and then the rest are features, right? No disrespect to Trina. The only people that are gonna know her music is people from Miami. We don't know her music up here. No disrespect. I love Trina, but I'm still tune in. I'm gonna enjoy it. I love Eve. We know who's gonna win. Eve. I said what I said.
Love is Blind. What You Want.
Eve got that hit, son, and that's by herself. Before we even get to the Rough Rider joints or the Gwen Stefani joints or the Missy joints, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Denise. She said you look beautiful. Thank you, honey. Tyrone said this is Gotham now. The Penguin will win. Nah, that's not funny, Tyrone. That's scary. Tyrone said he doesn't like it. 2 different styles, Eve all day. Facts. Shut up, Damon. Listen, cut it out. All right. Anyway, I'm not even gonna read your comment. Anyway, K Michelle popped out with a new face. She said, "New face, who this?" And Instagram, Twitter, everybody went crazy. All I have to say is love yourself. Build your people up. Tell your people they are beautiful. Tell your people that they are wonderfully made in God's image. because this self-esteem stuff is crazy. K Michelle used to be brown and now she's light skinned. And it's not makeup, it's not lighting. Her nose used to be regular, now it's thin. Like, I don't know. To each its own,
Greg,
but build your people up. Build your
Greg,
people up.
Greg, can I ask a question
Yes.
from your heart?
Mm-hmm.
This work these women are having done to their bodies and faces, what type of message do you think that sends to the young women coming up?
I actually hate it. I hate it so much because it's not okay. Like, how do I explain it? All I can think about is my daughter, right?
Right.
Or not even me, right? When I was like in my 20s, right? I used to think I was so fat. I was so fat. I was so fat, not knowing I was a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Still am. But back then I was bad. And now my daughter, she'll try on clothes and be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. No, baby, you're beautiful. You're how
Right.
God made you. You're beautiful. You got to build your people up. The fake bodies, the Coca-Cola shapes, it's annoying to the point where you don't even know who's who because everybody's shaped the same now. It's corny to me. And
Right.
I feel bad for the little girls that are growing up thinking this is the object of beauty. I was
But
just
you
having this
know,
what?
finish that, right?
I was just having this conversation with my mom, right? It started from the Monique and the bonnets, right? And it went to people wearing dreads. It went to people representing themselves, right? And I had to explain to her, right? Just because you don't think it looks good, if I'm comfortable in my skin, if this is what I want to wear, if this is how I want to wear my hair, it is what it is. People have to love themselves and be proud of who they are. It's crazy to me how many women are not happy with themselves. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame it on the men, but I do think the bullying played a part in K Michelle's situation
Mm-hmm.
because she got her body done so that she could fit in the industry and stuff, right? And
Right.
she had a horrible issue with her ass shots or whatever the case may be. They had to take them out, whatever. But you still take the chance and get work done on your face. That's mental, in
Yeah.
my opinion. That's crazy that you would be okay with somebody touching your face after you almost died from ass shots. It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Because
But
I
you
got
know
into a
what?
discussion with a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her the same question, and she insisted on that women are doing that to for attention and to attract men. And I tried to explain to her, men don't look at women like that. I mean, we are visual people, and yes, if a woman walks by and she's beautiful, yes, we'll look. But that doesn't mean we want to sleep with every woman that we look at. That don't mean we want to get with every woman that we look at. And then, but there's another side to a man, like, well, we be like, whoa, what are you doing?
Mhm.
Prime example of what you just said, right? Fabulous, right? Fab is married to Emily, right?
Right,
Emily was naturally a thicker girl,
right.
right? She went and got work done. She had babies, so now she's thicker, right?
Hmm.
Fab posted, what's the name of this group? Was it a group called Coolie High or something like that? I
Oh
don't,
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Okay, he posted the girl from that group, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, she was bad then and she's bad now, a natural beauty. And
hmm,
everybody is eating him up about him posting that because your wife went and got her body done to please you, and you talking about this natural, beautiful, slim girl.
Yeah, Ortiz.
What's her name?
Corday. Ortiz.
Okay, all right. So it's like men don't even want them bodies. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a man and the woman gets her body done. That man is still cheating with a fat girl or a skinny girl that's not shaped like you. You know what I'm saying? People need to love themselves.
But you know
right.
what? And I'm gonna say, you want to know where people love themselves? You go to the beach. You go to any beach. I'm saying they don't care about their body. They trying to get a tan. They trying to enjoy
Let
having.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I was in Vegas, I felt so comfortable. Oh, Damon said the name of it is City High. Thank you, Damon. I felt so comfortable because all the fat people like me were two-pieced. They were enjoying life. I was like, yes, that's what it is. That is what it is. I'm two-piecing all summer and I don't care. I don't care. Hold on, let me read some of these comments. Tyrone said, great show today. Thank you, Tyrone. Thanks for always tuning in. Devon said, didn't her ass shots blow up on live? He's talking about K. Michelle. Yeah, her butt like exploded or it dropped or something. Yes. Tyrone said they doing it for money and views and fans only pages. That's sad. Oh, Damon was giving us her name, City High. Her name was Claudette. Devon said City High. Ray Clay said, yes, bae. She's talking to you, Wiz.
Yeah.
Reset as you should, two-piece. Damon said, keep that two-piece, though. Two-piece in all summer, baby. You know why? Because I love me. That's it. That's all. That's all. Also, I saw something that said, keep the thongs away from parks that have kids. So if you're going to like Dorney Park or whatever the case may be, wear something presentable because it's kids at those parks. I respect that too.
Oh shoot! In Virginia, they was walking around with their dongs out. And
Yeah, that's kind of messed up when you know kids is gonna be there. That's like Lizzo showing up with her ass out at the basketball game. It's not fair. My kids ain't signed up to see that. But then again, the beach, I mean, it's different. You can't tell people what to wear. Ray said the people at the beach were giving me life, as they should. Damon said you two-piecing in your house. No, I'm outside, boo. I'm outside. In case you didn't notice, I'm vaxxed and ready to shake some. Anyway. Reese said, I'm reporting this comment. I'm pretty sure she's talking to Damon. Anyway, all right, we're gonna move on. Rest in peace to Shock G from Digital Underground. I don't think we discussed this since we've been off. He accidentally overdosed fentanyl, meth, and alcohol. Shit sucks because he was really talented. He worked with Prince. He worked with, of course, my baby Tupac. Like, that's sad.
About that.
Uh-huh.
Somebody was asking me, do you feel that they should have do they had the right to announce their why they died?
I think it's fair because as a fan, right? I want to know what happened to my people. I want to know what happened to the person that I may not have known but I loved. So yeah, I think it's okay for them to announce it. News, I'm saying, not Irv Gotti doing an interview and throwing information out that hasn't been announced to the world yet. You see how the news never put out what DMX died from?
Yeah.
You notice that? Only Irv Gotti put out what DMX died from. So I guess it's up to the family.
He got roasted for that.
As he should, because it wasn't your place. Now, I'm sure the autopsy is back by now. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we will hear about it eventually. Maybe the autopsy isn't back yet. I don't know. But I want to know what happened to my people. I don't know if that's creepy or not, but I want to know. Tyrone said, rest in peace. Damon said, the one who put the satin on your panties never knew it. Oh, okay. That was my song. Of course, Mr. Tupac Shakur. Oh, when I go back to Vegas, I'm going to the Tupac pole. I've mentally prepared myself to go pay my respects.
My son went out there.
Okay.
He went I didn't want to say my son went to the pole because
Ray said, I have mixed feelings about that. As a fan, I want to know. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? Dead is dead. See, it will always bother me for forever. Like, I'm always going to be like, but what happened to him? Or what happened to her? Like, I want to know. Yeah, I'm going to the Tupac pole, Damon. I'm mentally preparing myself to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mello said Jungle, the guy that jumped on stage during the funeral, said DMX crack was laced with fentanyl. Yeah, we heard. Irv Gotti basically said that too. Demar said the fuck they doing out in Vegas. Who? Who you talking about, Demar? Anyway, um,
But you got the residency going on.
I don't have a residency. I'm just having fun. Um, a bunch of new music dropped, guys. Migos' new album, which Jay-Z texted Quavo and said, "Oh, it's a great album." Okay, whatever. I don't know. I I didn't listen to it, so I can't comment. I heard that one track, "Straightening." It was trash, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
They stole that beat from somebody.
Well, that happens. But Polo G.
I like a couple of cuts. I like the Drake joint. I like the Pop Smoke one.
Oh, of course. Oh, wait, I didn't listen to the Pop Smoke one. I gotta listen to that. The Drake one went hard, yeah. But whole album, nah. Polo G dropped a new album, right? All this time I was thinking he was from Brooklyn because Nicki was like pushing his album so hard. I'm like, oh, he must be from New York. He from Chicago. I didn't even know that. But he has a song with Nicki on it, and it's cool. It's cool. Meg put out a new track. Y'all should check the video out because she's all like basically she's talking about the people that talk about her music, like the senators and stuff that talk about her music. So the video is cute. The lyrics is kind of trash. But and Kodak put out something. I don't know if it's an album or what. I didn't listen to it. Yeah, it's called Birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
Mello says Skyzoo has new music too. Who?
Skyzoo.
Who is that, Mello? Devon said Migos shit is fire. I didn't listen to it, so I can't comment. I don't know.
What about the DMX album? How do you feel about it?
Hold on. Reset the Meg video is crazy. Yeah, you gotta watch it till the end. You're gonna be like, what the hell? The X album was good, but I'm just not at that place in my life where I want to listen to that kind of music straight through. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I downloaded it, I support it, but the only song that I added to my playlist was the one with Bono, and there's like one more that I added to hear. You know, if I'm driving, it'll pop up every day. But outside of that, it was like, no disrespect. It was okay.
Nas and his son.
It was okay. No, who I'm trying to think. What was the other one that I like? It's one more that I like. That's not it though. It's somebody else on it. He got a song with Wayne.
Huh? Yeah, Lil Wayne. Yeah.
That's the one I like.
Okay.
Tyrone said the letter to his son was deep. Very. Damon said in unrelated news, King of Diamonds Miami is back open, baby. Okay, so is Corona. Corona's still open. Y'all gonna be going to watch Acid Shake, catching Corona. Okay.
Well, Atlanta was open already.
Atlanta never closed. Mello said if DMX wasn't dead, his album wouldn't be mentioned along with the best albums of 2021. You know, Mello, I honestly don't know if that is the truth because DMX has hardcore fans that was going to support that even if he wasn't dead. Every album he put out went number one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that is correct. Tyrone said that the X album, I gave it a 7 out of 10. See, I would have said 6 out of 10, but it was decent. It was okay. It's just I'm not in that life where I want to listen to that kind of music.
You want to hear that trap music?
Not even. Like you gotta mix it up for me. Like I'm almost, well, I was gonna say my age, but I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. I don't want to hear that all day, every day. I got to be in the mood to put that.
Drake be bouncing back and forth. He can go back.
Right. That's why he's my fave. Tyrone said it was dope. It was a good album, though. It was. Mello said Trump says you can't get COVID from going to King of Diamonds. You gonna stop lying on this show? Like, y'all are crazy. I wanted to talk about the shootings that's been going on. The white kids that broke into the house and the house had guns in it and they were shooting at the cops. And the cops, their body cams were on and they're literally saying, oh, the little girl, she has a sawed-off rifle. Oh, they're taking shots at us. And they're praying not to kill these kids. They're like, please don't let me do it. Please don't let me have to shoot these kids.
They was actually saying this?
Huh?
They was actually saying this? I heard about the story.
Yeah. They were actually saying it, yes. And I just wish they would have that kind of mentality when they're dealing with children of color. And these were little ass kids busting guns. I forgot the ages.
But look at Breonna Taylor. They even like, yeah.
Then there was the Chinese guy that shot the 6-year-old because his bike was in front of his house. They gave him a $10K bond and released him. They rearrested him because the public outcry was crazy. But we got to protect our own guys, protect our kids. Remember that. I just want to put that out there.
That was crazy. I'm like, really? Really? I mean, come on.
Demar said you were old head. You had to turn the dial on the TV. If I'm an old head, nigga, you a grandfather, okay? Because you're older than me. Tyrone said, yeah, that was a problem. A bike. Yeah, over a bike. Crazy. Luckily, the bullet went through his arm and didn't hit any major arteries or anything like that. So protect your own, guys. Protect your black kids. You see them in the streets getting stopped or being harassed, step in. We're gonna move into our topics. Reese said GCG, aka great grand cousin. Yeah, Damon is our great grand cousin. Tyrone said he should have never been freed. I definitely agree, because what the hell? Like, or if it was a black person that shot someone,
that bond would have been higher.
No, it wouldn't have been no bond. We can't trust this person. Polo G, the rapper, he had an album release party last night in Miami. He has little 16-year-old brother in the car. He wasn't the driver. He was riding with his security and the driver. The cops pulled them over 20 cars deep and arrested them. They released the charges. The charges are after being arrested, right? Like, he assaulted an officer. He did this to an officer. He resisted arrest. But they don't have one charge on why they pulled him over. It's because he was black. So, like I said, protect your own, guys. You see them getting stopped, take a minute and see what's going on.
But you heard about the baby previously, right? In Miami, right?
But that story was crazy because one of his mans really did the shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they let the baby go.
Well, he wasn't the shooter.
But he shot. He said a warning shot. He alleged said he sent a warning shot.
Oh, I didn't know the baby actually let off a shot and they let him go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, just be careful when you're in Miami, because
my personal opinion about the baby, something ain't right with him. I don't know what it is, right? But you literally killed somebody already and got away with it. Self-defense. Sit your ass down. Like, why is he always in something? I don't get it. Something ain't right with him. I don't know what, but something ain't right. Yeah. And now somebody that's signed to his label or under him is in jail for that shooting at the restaurant. It's crazy.
Yeah, somebody got hit.
Yeah, somebody got hit. All right, so we're gonna move on to the topics, guys. So I have a video that we're gonna play. Just listen to the wording, listen to what this lady is saying, because it was crazy.
So, hi everybody. This is my 12-year-old son, stepson. Terrence Hines. Say hi to the camera, Terrence. Say hi to the camera. Tell the camera how old you are. How old are you? You're going to have to speak up. And what were you doing today, Terrence? Tell the camera what you were doing today. You was what? You speak louder than the other time. And tell the camera what grade you're in right now. And what grade you're going to. What grade are you going to? Oh, okay. Why is that? Is it because you're a straight F student? And you like to get high? Can't hear you. So, I don't know how to cut hair, but we're going to cut hair today. Terrence has a fresh cut. Got it today. Yes, he did. They're going to come in the house high. I'm so sorry for my camera, you guys, but we're going to get this together. That's what we're going to do. You know. Terrence will not have a hairline. Terrence ain't gonna have no hair. No, look at that. Can you see it?
Okay.
I see. Look at it.
So basically, right, guys, we have a stepmother shaving her stepson's hair because he came in the house high today. I believe, if I remember correctly, he's like in the 12th grade. He's 12 in the 6th grade or something like that. I don't remember. I couldn't hear just now on the video when he was answering, but he's getting left back and he was getting high. He came home. She decided to shave his hair. So my question is, should step parents be allowed to discipline children? Ray said, where's his mother and why isn't she whipping that lady's entire ass? Listen, okay? Listen. When my stepson used to live with me, I would call his father, like, look, this is what's going on. He would say, beat his ass. I'm not beating his ass. I'm not his mother. I don't want somebody beating my child's ass. It's not going down. So you need to handle this when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Or discipline, yes, with words. Yo, go sit down. Give me your phone. You'll get it back when your father get here. Whatever the case may be. But putting your hands on someone else's child, even the way you speak to someone else's child, will get you hurt. Ray said this is why he's a straight F student. Stormy said yes, if they are helping to raise the child. Oh. Okay, Stormy.
Not to do that.
Ray said she was trying to call, but she can't get through. Damon said that's a stupid ass question. Should step parents feed their stepkids? Should they take care of stepkids? Dana said I'm loving the pink bonnet. Stormy says she should have used another method of punishment though. Well, in this case, it seems like she has free range to do whatever the hell she wants with someone else's son. I'm not okay with that. Like, if there wasn't a phone call made to the father or even to the mother, like, look, this is what's going on and this is what I'm about to do, I have an issue with that. I do. And like Damon said, should a step parent take care of a child? That's way different than them disciplining them and embarrassing them too. Because let's throw that out there. We already had a show about how parents shouldn't put these types of things on the internet. Damon said, if any child is in my care, I'm treating them like mine. Al said, call back, caller. The lines are clear. Ray said, I'm strictly against embarrassing children publicly. If he is smoking at that age, there are deeper issues. Yeah, I agree. And he needs help, not embarrassment.
Yeah, Red, that's what I was going to speak to. So if he's 12 years old already and he has a history of getting high at that age, smoking weed, then obviously there's another issue, another problem that he's dealing with that needs to be addressed and not cutting his hair in public. That's, to me, is a disrespect not only to the child but to the father and his natural mother.
I definitely agree with that. I think that is crazy. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. If there wasn't a conversation had between that stepmom and the father, or that stepmom and the mother, she needs some hands put on her. I'm sorry. What my son doing? Miss? Send them to me. Hi, you're on with Love and Lust.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi. So I'm a stepmother to 3 children. And there is no way in the entire hell that I would treat my stepchildren in that manner. And I don't care what it is that they do. Because what she did to that little boy is disrespectful. If he's 12 years old and he's smoking weed, and he looked like he was high in that video.
No, that he was. He came home high. Right.
The issue, you can see what the issue is. It's clear what the issue is. And part of it is her. And if she has this free reign, the other part, it's not disrespectful to his father, because his father's allowing this behavior. So the problem is them. And it has to do with their household. And if I was his mother, I'd be trying to be her whole ass. I don't care what the situation is, because you don't do that to somebody. You don't do that to your own child. So you shouldn't be doing it to anybody else's either.
yeah.
I definitely.
And then when he gets really mad and he stabs both of them up, then they're gonna blame him.
I agree. I definitely agree. It's just causing deeper issues.
Yeah, that's true. That was crazy.
Damar said, for some, Facebook is like their family. Sometimes you address family issues publicly. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. I get what you're saying, but some things, I don't know.
You don't put that on Facebook.
It's doing more hurt, more harm than helping. Like, she's thinking, if I put this out there, all of his friends will see it and they'll know he shouldn't be getting high. That's just gonna make him want to get high more, miss. Like, it's like, I don't know. The thought process is wrong.
Can I ask, where's this located?
I don't know. I just saw it on Facebook. I don't know.
Because
But
you know, with all the stuff in the United States with them legalizing weed and all of that, I mean, I think she's taking it a bit far at that as well. You know what I mean?
no. I don't agree with that about her being upset about him being high at 12 or 14. I don't agree with that. You shouldn't be using or abusing drugs at that age.
Right.
Period.
But here's what I understand from her statement is that she's aware of him using weed.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this: if you're aware of it, why aren't you trying to address the core of the issue instead of embarrassing him, putting this on Facebook, thinking that you're going to get some attention on Facebook, or people going to join in with you behind what you're doing? To me, it's straight out disrespectful. And as a black woman, you don't treat a black young man like that.
I definitely agree. Even in the way you speak to children, right? Because some step parents think it's cool to talk shit, talk crazy to other people's kids. It's not okay. It's not okay. Even in how you speak to children, you should think twice, let alone shaving their hair, embarrassing them.
I'll give you a perfect example, Red. I'm sorry not to cut you off.
What you said? I'm sorry.
I'm not to cut you off, but I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
When my daughter was 16, right? Her mother found a bottle of Hennessy in her bag, right?
Ooh, at 16.
So of course, I get the call, right?
Uh-huh. You should.
So automatically, I'm like, is this a first time thing, or is this something you've been doing?
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, it's something she's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need to find out why.
Right.
So of course her mother wanted me to put hands to her, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna find out what's going on. Come to find out, there was a deeper issue.
Of course.
She's trying to cover up her pain through this alcohol at this age. So
Mm-hmm.
again, we got to be mindful with what our children go through and how we listen to them
to it.
to get to what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with that. Tyrone said we let these kids off the hook too easy. Nowadays, the problem is society. We have too many gray areas. Ray said there's a reason that he is getting high. Exactly, Al. Damon said, now look at it from this perspective. You're making yourself look foolish in public being high, so she's making sure all the people who love him see his poor behavior in public. Again, not agreeing or disagreeing. I don't agree with that, Damon, because that can never be the answer. It can't. It can't.
Listen,
You know, the worst case scenario here is that this can affect this young man for the rest of his life.
yep.
Or he go in his room and go kill himself
Exactly.
from embarrassment.
Exactly.
Listen, I had a situation growing up as a kid, right? My moms and my pops didn't know where I was at. I didn't tell her where I was going, and went missing. And I had the whole block looking for me. And when I finally got home and everybody's looking in the street worried about where I was at, my mom slapped me in front of everybody.
That's different. That's your mother.
The whole summer, I couldn't go outside. There was no social media to know that. Like, I used to get jokes like, yo, snapped on, like, yo, shut up, Wayne, before your moms come out here and smack you like she did last week. I was that embarrassment.
I don't see nothing wrong with that embarrassment. That's your mother.
Yeah, but
you needed that smack.
I'm saying, imagine this is 10 times. This is no social media. What if that was on social media? You have to relive that all the time.
Good point. Very good point. Because you probably would have been a meme. You're right. Good point.
Yes, I'd have been. I would have been.
Very good point. Yeah, we had a different childhood. We definitely did. Sure. Definitely. Yes, or you sitting in class and your friend, you trying to do right? You done stop smoking weed. You paying attention in class, and your friend sends you that video, laughing at you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mentally, the kid is gone. The kid is not going to want to do right.
That's true. And you know how these kids get access to something, because like how we got the access to, their friends got access to them. Like, yo, look at them. Look. Oh.
Tyrone said we all went through things that affected us, and it made us think of consequences. This could be a wake-up call. We all need a call sometimes. I do agree that maybe she is in her mind thinking, I'm saving his life. I'm saving him from being addicted or, not doing what's right. I want to believe people have their best interests when they're dealing with children. That's what I want to believe.
Has it like something like that? To me, I don't think she has his best interests. To put it like that, I mean,
take away the fact that she's a step parent, right? Because we've had actual parents do the same thing to their children, thinking they're saving their lives. They're doing what they should do to get their kids to behave right. So I want to believe in my heart, she's doing this out of love. She's fed up, but she's doing it out of love. I don't know.
That's a conversation she had to call his father, and they have a talk together.
I just feel like any moves that are made that are serious, not some go to your room, you know what I mean? Not, oh, give me the PlayStation or whatever you kids play nowadays. That type of stuff, if it doesn't go across the actual parent, the birth parent, there's an issue. There's a break in the communication, and now you need your ass beat too, miss. So I don't know. But I thought that was interesting to discuss.
That to me is like, yeah, I can't see that. That has to be a conversation. That shouldn't have been posted or anything. It should have been his father. If they was going to do that, like the shaving hair, it shouldn't have been on social media. It should have been his father and her like that. But that's still type of wrong, because that's mentally abuse right there.
She not happy in the house. And that's her way of, shit. Anyway, Ray said it's just as bad if you are a parent. You shouldn't do that to your child. There are other ways. I definitely agree. Tyrone said, how many of us have really changed without a dramatic thing happening? I change all the time, Tyrone. without anything dramatic happening.
I let my mom and parents know where I was going after that.
As you should. As you should.
In that Atari game. Want to go
I
play
mean,
Atari.
me personally, I don't like, I probably hit my child maybe 5 times. And I can say that now because she's about to be grown, right? I didn't really believe in beating her unless it was like life-threatening situations, like you could have died. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But I do think some things require a little smack upside the head. That's just me though. I don't know. I wasn't beat as a child. Like my cousins, they got stories of crazy ass beatings. That wasn't in my house. I didn't have that. So I don't know. I don't know. Tyrone said if he wasn't getting high on the net, it would have been a go for his friends in the street. Red, you are dramatic. I am not dramatic. I am not dramatic. Stormy said if his biological mother did it, would it have been okay? No.
Not on the video.
No. Not the video. I don't think that is serving its purpose. Like it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You think this is gonna make him act right when it's really not. You sending him to school embarrassed. He can't even focus on what he's supposed to be focusing on because he's worried about people laughing at him and looking at his hair. How is that helping the kid? So even if it was the biological parent doing it, that's not the way to go, in my opinion.
Let me give another scenario, if I may. You know, when kids are young, they start playing around the house in the kitchen. You tell them, don't touch the stove because it's hot. And they go touch the stove sometime anyway because they just want to believe what they want to believe, right? So do you as a parent, when that happens, turn around and put your child's hand back on the stove and burn it to teach them a lesson? Right?
No.
All right. This is the same thing. This is the same thing. You're just making matters worse.
Here go Mello. Mello say you learn best when you get burned. No.
Mello's crazy.
Devon said teaches you the lessons that your actions have consequences. Okay, but you're missing the point, DD. You're sending this kid to school embarrassed to where he's still gonna be failing because he don't want to be there because he's embarrassed. Like this right here defeats the purpose. I think it's other ways that they could get across to him. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, and we need you to do better. Why is he even getting a haircut? No, because she said he got a fresh lineup today. Why? Y'all know he getting high? Yo, you want to smoke weed? Grow your hair. You're not getting a haircut. You know, it's simple things that they could do versus that, right, in my opinion. We're gonna move on to the next topic because I got 4 topics for y'all today. Okay. How important is it that the person you are dating, smashing, sleeping with, is vaxxed? Is it necessary or is it not a big deal? Hold on. Damon said you mad because his stepmom shaved his head. What happened if he got arrested? A shaved head is the least of his worries. It's still defeating the purpose. I get what you're saying, but it's still defeating the purpose, DD. That's not the answer to get him to stop smoking weed. Ray said it's not a big deal. Tyrone said not important, just don't cough during sex. Lord have mercy. It's important to me now that I'm vaxxed. Like, no, you gotta be vaxxed too. It's just how I feel. I don't know. But I saw that on
Really?
Yeah, I saw that on DL Hughley's show, and I said, oh, that's a good topic. Yeah, do we care that the people we are around for recreation, are they vaxxed? Does it matter? Mello said if you live in the same house, y'all got the same germs, so it doesn't matter. That is not true. Oh my God, Devon said my antibodies strong, so I don't care. Lord have mercy.
They'll be like, let me see your card. Let me see your
That's
back.
a big fact. Like, what did you get? What did you get? Moderna? Pfizer? What did you get? Demar said it's more important that you're waxed, not vaxxed. Yo, Demar, you are dumb. Stormy said, I'm dramatic. I am not dramatic. Why are y'all saying that? I'm regular. I'm regular, not dramatic.
So what if a guy comes in and like and give you a fake card and he wasn't vaxxed?
Then we shouldn't be dating because
Kill him,
you
right? You gonna kill him? Like what?
I wouldn't kill him, but you need to put your mask on and stay away from me. That's it. Tyrone said facts. I don't know what he said facts. Oh, he's talking about probably about the waxed part. Doesn't matter if you're waxed. No, it doesn't matter if you're vaxxed. We just need you waxed. Y'all are nasty. All right. This topic, I saw it on like the Shade Room or something like that. Boiler alert, maybe. I don't know. But the comments were crazy. So I'm going to ask you guys. Oh, Tyrone said we carding on dates now. Glad I'm out the game. So fact, you got to see them cards, ladies and gents. Make sure that you are safe. Or are you testing before you go on dates? Hey, Randy, thanks for tuning in. Are you testing before you go on dates? Like, okay, show me your results. Mello, you gonna go to jail, Mello. He talking about I got my card. Mello, somebody is gonna pull that card and be like, this shit is fake.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. Which is crazy too. I mean, they just arrested some guy. He had like 140 blank cards.
Selling them.
Yeah. Like, so how can you tell what's real and what's fake? It's not like they stamping
the game up now. Damn.
it's not like they're stamping these shits. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to, I could literally white out what they wrote on mine, photocopy it, give it to somebody, okay, give it back, and rewrite what they wrote. Like the shit is dumb.
An ink?
Huh?
It's an ink?
Oh.
Nick, it's in pen, nigga. It's in pen. Regular. Regular. You remember when you was little and you had a vaccination card, your immunization card? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Tyrone says, so red dramatic. We not date testing. I better slide if I do. I'm just asking for the new generation. Are y'all date testing? Like, so we're going out on Saturday, so you should go get your test Wednesday, and that way you'll have your results back for Saturday. Is that the new thing? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
I'm telling you, we gotta do a dating game for Red called "Make Sure You Vaccinate." Dating game for Red. You gotta be vaccinated. You're gonna be harder to get with than a person trying to get into the playoff games.
Well, they said you got to be vaxxed to go to playoff games. Ray said, "Let me see that card, Ray, y'all gonna go to jail. Y'all gonna go to jail. They gonna figure that shit out and be like, So this next topic, y'all, is funny. It's cute, right? If your partner cheats one time and is honest and comes to you and says, look, this is what went on. Are you staying? They were honest. You didn't know. You didn't see no signs, no nothing. They came and told you. Wait, Tyrone said, wow, you better trademark that now. Trademark what? Trademark what? Anyway, yeah, guys. So your partner comes to you and says, look, I fucked up, slipped and fell on the wrong. I'm sorry. Huh?
You messed up by just saying that. I fucked up. I slipped in some wrong shit.
I slipped and fell on the wrong that. No. Look, I'm being honest. I'm telling you it was a one-time thing. Can we work it out? Oh, date testing? Yes, you're right, Tyrone. I should. So, are you guys staying? One mistake.
I think ladies, the women,
Mm-hmm.
they quicker than the men. Men probably would be out. It'd be too much for men. I'm just being real.
Tyrone say, yeah, I'll stay, but I'm going to slip and fall first. That's a fact. That's a Scorpio fact, bro. You cheated? Okay. I still love you. I'm going to cheat too. And then we're even. And then we can figure out where we're going to go from there. I agree. But I thought that was so cute. Like somebody actually coming and being honest and saying, look, this is what happened. I messed up. Do you honor that and say, you know what? Thank you, babe. Thank you for being honest. I still love you. You
Yeah,
still love them regardless.
I'm gonna sleep first.
Mello said, Mello so dumb. Mello said, one band, one sound. You are dumb, Mello. Tyrone say, yeah, even is always good. I agree. Where's you answered the question? No.
I said it would be harder for a man. To me, it would be harder for a man to take.
Hard. What?
It would be hard for a man to accept that, to swallow that pill.
At our age, Al, are we accepting a one-time mistake?
It really depends on the relationship, where it has evolved to, um, where the love is. Because truthfully, once you get a certain age, you don't just fall in and out of love with somebody, even if you're mad at them. Because once you finish getting mad and you done cursed them out and all that,
You still be like, so what we eating for dinner?
you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 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 So, it's crazy. It's crazy what people will do. A lot of people will say, "Oh, that was me. I would do this." You don't know what you would do until that happens to you.
I definitely agree with that. And I always say this, honesty is the highest form of intimacy to me.
Hmm.
So I would stay. I would cheat, I would stay, and we will work it out.
But you would have to do your part.
See, but
Yeah, it's only right.
that
It's
is
only fair. Don't ask me to do something for you and you not gonna do it for me. You want
Right.
me to stay? Okay, well, let's make a pact. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get right back with you. That's it.
will the trust still be there?
Well, that depends on the level of cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was like talking to this bitch for 2 months before you smash, nigga, you was building with her. You know what I'm saying? That's different than you was at a party, you slipped and fell, and next thing you knew, you was in the bathroom smashing. That's different. So it depends. Cause like, what was going on with us for 2 months that you want to talk to this bitch instead of talking to me?
What they gonna do? Blame it on the alcohol? Blame it on the alcohol? What?
I mean, it's possible. I don't agree with it, but Ray said honesty, but that's not an answer, Ray. Are you gonna stay? If they are honest, if they come out and say, look, I fucked up, are you gonna say, you know what, babe? All right, I respect that. Don't do it again. I'ma stab you. I don't know. Tyrone said trust isn't real. Time and ooh, Tyrone with the Tyrone with the gospel truth. He said trust isn't real. Time and opportunity are. Ooh, you right about that, Tyrone. I can't even argue that. Demar said, who the fuck confesses to a crime they got away with? Who are these people? Demar said, bury that body. Sometimes look at dude on the Shy. What's his name on the Shy? He cheated. He got away with it.
In
He
real life
done
or
got
on
married.
the show?
Huh?
On the show or in real
Yeah,
life?
on the Shy. He cheated the show on Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
He told her, like it was eating him up. He had to tell her I cheated. And she's like, okay, well, I'm a cheat too now. She probably a Scorpio. Uh-huh. Ray said, I consider staying, but I like that being even thing too. Feel you, Ray. Dana said even Steven. Exactly. Like, come on, let's work this out together, brother. Damon said Emmett was a fool for telling. He should have got therapy. I think he was scared that it was going to come out eventually anyway. But yeah, he was dumb. It was the way he told her though. He didn't really explain to her. He just said, "Yo, I slept with Tiff," or whatever her name was, instead of saying, "This is what happened before we were married." Whatever. I don't know. Don't cheat and you won't have these problems. That's it. That's all.
Hey, when you saying the story like, oh, I just slept and fall on some shit, you trying to kill somebody.
Sometimes that happens though. Sometimes that happens. You slipped and fell on the wrong dick. Like, my bad. I don't know how I got here, but I'm here now. It happens. The last topic I have for you guys, it was in the news, Daily News. What? Yo, Mello is dumb. He said, "Keep it in your pants," an old African proverb. So basically, don't cheat, Mello. Hey Sharon, thanks for tuning in. She said, "Hey Red, I'm glad you and Wiz are back. The bonnet is killing me. Loving the show. However, you are dramatic in a good way." I couldn't watch the rest of that video. Yeah, that video was tough. Like I think she like had issues with the father to be that cruel. Cause
Yeah.
how do you say you love someone and that's how you treat them? That's crazy. Be careful who you got watching your kids, people. But anyway, the last topic I have for today, right? It was in the Daily News. What is the proper age to discuss sex with your children? A New York City private school was giving first graders lessons that included masturbation and erections. First grade.
You said what's the right age?
Huh? Yeah, what's the proper age to discuss sex with your children? First grade, that's sixth grade. I mean, that's 6 years old, 7 years old.
I would say like I told you. I mean, like, sure, it depends because sure, I was like what humping in high school.
Here y'all go with this.
Elementary.
You know this humping in middle school.
No, I was in 5th and 6th grade.
Okay, wait. Ray said I think that was okay, and the content was age appropriate. Okay, Damon said the correct age is when the equipment starts working. So they showed a cartoon or something where the little boy was like, "Oh, sometimes my penis gets hard," and they explain what the erection is. And the little girl said, "Well, sometimes when I get out the tub or when I'm in the tub, I play with my vulva." What?
Oh, but JJ.
At 6 years old. Not to say that at 6 you don't do it, but to actually discuss it. Tyrone said 12. See, there goes them gray areas in society again. First grade is too young. Let me see. Yvonne said first grade without parents' permission. Yes, the parents were not told this is what is going to be discussed. And that's how it made it to the news because the parents was like, what the hell? So some kids may be touching themselves. Some kids may be noticing when I wake up, my thing is hard, but other kids may not be there yet. So you're just exposing them to things kind of early, in my opinion. I told y'all before, my daughter's school, 6th grade, they started having family sex life classes for them. And they didn't tell us, they just did it. And she came home, she was all upset, like, you guys told me everybody in the world has AIDS except for me. That's why I can't have sex with people. She was so upset. Like, that's not true. Everybody doesn't have AIDS. You know what I mean? So I feel like parents should be made clear in the beginning of the school year. Okay, and this year's curriculum does include sex ed. So even if it's first grade, let the parents know. You know what I mean? Let me
You're
see.
wrong. You just
Yvonne said,
dramatic.
huh? What'd you say?
Quick line on C and green, dramatic.
Whatever. Ray Clay said at 6 they are. Some may not be. Some may not be developing that early or noticing those things that early. So I don't know. I think they should leave first grade for the parents.
My mom said I was touching people's breasts when I was like 2 years old.
I mean, little babies figure out, oh, this feels good. You know, they happen to put their hand down there and they're like, oh, this feels good. So, but I still feel like let the parents do that. Sixth grade, yes, their bodies are changing. They need to learn this in school. But first grade, that's too much.
No, I noticed something was going on when I woke up and felt wetness. And I was like, oh snap, I paid in the bed. My mom gonna get kicked my butt.
Ew. Reese said, June said you should be ashamed of yourself. Well, it wasn't me, it was her father. Her father said that, and I just went with it, like whatever. Ray said no, parents should be open and honest with their children. Reese said he said don't share that story with anyone else. Ray said they start at age 3 or 4. Randy said, I think it's important to talk with your children. Age appropriate though. Knowledge is power. More likely not to do it. Yeah, I agree, Randy. But I think first grade it should be discussed. You know, when you go to the school for that open house or whatever the case may be.
That could be a letter going home first. This is what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
That's
I
I mean, because they gotta let that be in the house talk.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think it should go through the parents first. Because if I didn't discuss this with my child, why are you discussing it with my child?
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ray. I think the parents should be notified. Oh, Ray said, I think the parents should be notified and have the option to opt out. I agree. Like that family sex life class at J School, it wasn't no opting out. It was like, this is what we're teaching. So
Because some of them they give stuff to take home as safe sex and all that. That might have been dangerous in in elementary school. That might have been dangerous.
yeah, they giving them condoms and stuff. Now imagine your 6-year-old is coming home with a condom. Like we learned about this in school today.
Like that. It wouldn't have made it. It would have been no humping. It would have been something else in PS32. With the whole
Yvonne said parent approval is needed. Yes, I agree. Tyrone said if we took sex at first grade, then my child SAT scores better be 1,300. Right. Right. If we skipping past the ABCs, we done all of that. We did numbers, all of that. We moving on to sex ed. It's a lot for a first grader to deal with. So I'm gonna run.
Embarrassing talk though. I think my father, when he sat me down and talked to me, he asked me, "Do your thing." Can I guess my mom's telling them stuff?
Oh, we got somebody checking in from the UK. Zachinator 19 said in the UK you only get sex ed at 13 or 16. I agree. 6th grade is when it should start because just about everybody is changing, maturing at that age. Ray said, but is that technically sex? It's sexual. It can lead to sex. I don't know. I think so. Tyrone said too much too early is never good in my opinion. Zachinator said 13 to 16.
But you know what? I'm thinking, why are they doing this? Because the internet shows so much. Like with us,
That's another good point, Wiz. You are right. I'm thinking about when we were younger, right? And we didn't have access
You only had
to
the encyclopedia.
everything, everything at our fingertips. Right. Hey, you're on with Love and Lust.
Okay, so is I watched when I first heard about this situation, I had to watch the video because at first I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So then I watched the video, the cartoon or whatever.
Oh,
And
you actually
like,
saw the video.
okay, I felt like it was extremely age appropriate, for a 6-year-old. I think we as a people, America, I don't know, we over sexualize everything. Everything is about sex. That isn't, to me, isn't necessarily sex. It's one, you're teaching these young people the correct what's the word I'm looking for? The correct
Terminology.
of their bodies. You're not saying the J, cookie box, all of that stuff, because in the long run that can mean a lot. That can mean the difference between your child telling you they're being molested in a proper way. Oh, and they're not saying, well, Uncle So-so ate my cookies. You think they eating their cookies, but that's not what they're doing. If you
Mm-hmm.
know this, I know one of them, well, I have a lot of kids. I remember one of my kids was 3 or 4, and I walked into the room, and the child was masturbating. And the child looked at me. I looked at the child. I said, oh, okay. What do you think? And I walked out. And I just had to say, what you're doing is natural. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with it. But make sure that when you do it in private. You don't, show everybody what you're doing. And then that was the end of the conversation. Again, this child was 4. So it depends on if you're sexualizing it. Oh my God, they're touching themselves. Little kids touch themselves all the time. If you make a big deal out of it, then it'll become a big deal. But if you let them know from the gate, hey, this is normal, that talk in the 6th grade, it won't mean nothing. It'll just be, oh, okay, whatever. But I think when it comes to sex and all of that type of stuff, we make it out more than it could be. And then if we as parents were having these open conversations with our children before somebody else gives them the wrong information, then again, at 6, this wouldn't be a problem. But that's just my 2 cents.
I hear you, and I do agree. I do agree. But Wiz, you made a good point about these kids today. Kids are 6 years old walking around with iPhones, and they have everything at their fingertips where
Right.
they can search anything and see anything. So maybe the sex ed conversation should be earlier. You're right, Wiz. That was a good point. Let me
Growing up sitcoms, they wasn't even the wife and husband wasn't sleeping in the same bed, so you wasn't even thinking about a sex thing.
have the sex right now. Everything on the internet is sex.
Yeah.
Zachinator also said he also agreed with Tyrone. Younger kids gonna be talking about it all the time and assuming the wrong things because they are dumb kids. To add, I think it's on the parents to teach them. If you don't get told what's what by 13, then they already all kinds of fucked up in life for life either way. Yeah, I agree. The parents should definitely have that conversation with their children, but Wiz made a really good point. Like, you're right. These kids nowadays, one day on the internet or a few minutes on the phone, they can learn a whole lot
Yeah,
by
they can
just doing the wrong thing.
do all that. They don't need to pay.
Right. You're right. So I'm gonna go with there is no right age, right? There is no right age. Once kids start having proper understanding for things, yeah, maybe they should be taught about these sex ed things. But as for the schools, y'all gotta let the parents know. They can't just come home talking about, Ma, do you know what an erection is? Nah. Like, you gotta let the kids know. The parents know.
But you got
Yeah, Zachinator is watching from Twitch. Shout out to Zachinator checking in on Twitch. What you said, Wiz?
some parents are scared. If they want to put fear in their kids, like don't put your thing inside a girl, you get electrocuted.
feel like you was I feel like it was coming from me and my parenting, but that's fine, Wiz. That's fine.
No, I'm just saying no. I'm saying like that. No, I'm saying no. But you gotta understand. Us dudes, us guys, when it comes to the sons, we're much lenient than that. We teach them.
Oh, of course. There's always the double standard.
You know that. So the girls, you be like, no, you know, you teach them different. Like you gotta really talk to them. I think guys should have to talk, and the mother. It shouldn't be just the mother talk to the girls. It should be both on a standard point, because us guys, knowing how we were growing up and how we was chasing girls and all that to prevent, you know.
I agree. It should be both parents.
Because you know you need that line, like if he hit you with, let me put the tip in. No.
But you're not having that type of conversation until later on in life.
Some girls don't know.
I'm not having don't let him put the tip in at 12 years old. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm talking about this going forward. Like yeah, but no, some shoot, there's guys, you gotta remember we used to go home for lunch.
And smash?
Yeah, I went to a Catholic school. We wasn't going home for lunch, but my public school, my boys used to go home for lunch and smash.
Y'all was nasty.
They was home.
Y'all was nasty little kids.
They had access.
Zachinator said, I only agree with the 13 or any age, because then it falls on the state to educate. If the parents don't educate, they are already handicapped. Also, thanks for reading and answering. No problem, Zach. Tune into our show every other Saturday at 5 p.m. Ray said, yeah, Wiz tells his daughter some bullshit. And Zach said, yeah, I'm talking like if their parents are junkies or whatever. School should be teaching kids like that all the stuff they need in life, not just what's on the agenda. Ray said 12-year-olds are having sex in school closets. Yeah, we know, Ray, because Wiz and Tyrone said they was humping in middle school. They was humping in elementary school.
Yeah, the sex thing, we probably would have had condoms though. I'm just saying. We didn't have until I got into high school. As far as that, I had to talk because my mom used to be like, "Boy, put on some shorts." That's how I knew I was getting to talk with my pops when he's like, "Yeah, I gotta talk to you." You know, when you walk in the house, you got to conversate like, "Look, such and such." You know.
And what age was that?
That was like what, 13, 14? 13, 14, like that. You know. You know? So they knew. I was like, "Yo." I was like, "Yeah."
Zach said, I'm 23. When I was 16 in school, they counted all the condoms they handed out and didn't let us leave till they got them all back. Oh, nah, that's crazy. 16, I think 16-year-olds should know how to use a condom properly, and they should have them for just in case. Even if you're not going to use it, just in case. You never know. So they shouldn't have took them condoms back from y'all. That's crazy.
Our sex ed was teaching us how to put condoms on. I don't know.
Yeah, they should teach you how to properly put on condoms. Females and males should know how to properly put them on. We got about 12 minutes left. Zach said, yeah, it's much later in UK compared to US. Far as I know, don't know what age they teach in what states and stuff in the US. Well, we're just finding out that they're giving these talks in the first grade now. First grade here. But when we were in school, I think like 6th grade, 7th grade, we started having sex education in school.
We needed that. Would have been dangerous.
You said 5th grade?
6th grade, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in 6th grade. But in New York City, the sex education system started in the 7th grade.
Right.
Curriculum, yeah.
When I was in school, it was 7th grade, but my daughter, it was 6th grade. They started as soon as she started that little junior high. That's when they started them classes.
Right.
Zach asked what age is first grade. It's like 6 years old or 7 years old. Mello said, I never had no class like that. Mello, you a liar. You went to St. Mark's like me. St. Mark's had sex ed. They
Well,
called it health, but it was sex. It was about sex and it was about drugs. It taught you not to use drugs one day, and then the next day it was about reproduction and sex.
Maybe Mello was telling the truth. Maybe he just did go to class.
Mello ain't telling the truth. He wasn't paying attention.
I was teaching it. That's where we was really being aware. That's where you was waiting for the dances.
Oh, Zach said, holy shit, that's fucked up. Who approved that? I don't know, but it made the newspapers out here that there was a private school giving out these lessons in the first grade. Mello said I must have missed both sessions. Mello, they talked about it in school. Every year you had sex education after 7th grade. It wasn't just in 7th grade.
But I like what Ray was talking about as far as explaining it as far as the body thing, because some kids need to know the codes of their body just in case somebody do violate them.
I definitely agree with that. You like she said, you think her uncle ate her cookie, but her uncle was eating her box. Yes, I agree. I definitely agree, which is crazy, but yeah, kids should know the proper terminology of their things, so their things won't be thanging without you knowing.
Yeah.
I agree. So we have 10 minutes left. I don't know. I was going to go over all the topics we did, but that was a lot of topics, right, guys? I want to shout out to the executive producer of today's show. She hit me earlier this week and was like, do you have topics for your show? I said, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dying from getting my second COVID shot. No. She said, well, I couldn't sleep and I wrote down a bunch of stuff. I'm going to send it to you. So half of this show, shout out to Sweet Spice's mom, Dana. She sent me like 12 topics, y'all. So shout out to Dana. Thank you. It was well appreciated. Purdy said I missed it too. That's why I had my first kid at 16. Oh my God, Purdy, you did miss it. You did miss it because they was telling us don't do it. They was telling us don't do it. Zach said, yeah, agreed. They should be taught about molestation, but proper full-on sex ed should wait until at least 10, 11. Depends on state area, I suppose. Urban areas start young. Risa said, yay, mommy. Yes, Darishi, I'm telling you. She sent me a list of topics. I said, girl, this is a whole show. Thank you. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff I used today came from Dana. Shout out to her for saving my life. Uh-huh. So, just gonna ask, do y'all have any shout outs? WIZZ, you got any shout outs for the people?
Yeah, I got a shout out. I got a new addition to my family. My niece Jada had her baby daughter. Shout out to Journey Amore.
Oh, so cute, Journey Love. Happy,
17 hours, to have this baby, but finally she's finally here.
So cute. I love the name. Congratulations, family. That's it?
Yeah, and everybody else, shout out to Another Recreation for my shirt.
Another Recreation on the check-in. Oh, Zach said, all right, guys, see you. Thanks for the talk and hope you guys find success. Thanks, Zach. Risa says such a pretty name. Thanks for tuning in, Zach. We appreciate you. Al, do you have any shout outs?
Just my usual, sending blessings and peace and love to each and every person at the sound of my voice, and even those that aren't tuned in. I just wish them all the best that the good Lord could bestow upon them.
Al better go ahead with that voice. Talking about, I hear you, Al. Yes. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Shout out to everybody that commented. We appreciate it. Share the live. Let your friends know about the show. The next show I will not be here. I'm gonna be back in Vegas for my baby's 21st birthday, but WIZZ is gonna hold it down.
Yes, and I got a special. I got a proposal. Can I do it?
Go ahead.
Ray Clay, would you be my host 2 weeks?
Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Yes, so Wiz and Ray will be holding down the show while I'm probably going to be drunk at the pool. I don't know though, because the Vegas weather, that shit said 116 one day.
You'll be in the
110,
no,
116. I'm going to be in the room. Facts.
be in the pool.
But I'm really excited to celebrate my baby's birthday. And when I do come back, which will be in July, right, Wiz?
Yes.
I will be in studio because I'm fully vaxxed and ready to shake some stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate all the comments. We appreciate the views. This was a really good show. Really good interaction. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Wiz for holding it down. Shout out to Al for holding it down. Thanks, Purdy. She said enjoy and be safe. Randy said thanks, Al. Yvonne said great show, excellent topics. Thank you very much. So Wiz will be back in 2 weeks with Ray Clay, guys, holding it down. And I'll be back in July. I don't know what day, but I'll be back. So peace and love. Huh?
I said shout out to Randy.
Shout out to Randy tuning in. So peace and love, guys, and I'll catch y'all in maybe a month. Wiz will be back in 2 weeks, though, okay? Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. Be safe. Wear your mask.
And wear your bonnet.
Do not, I mean, to each his own.
I'm driving home like this.
If you representing me, we not wearing bonnets in public, Wiz. We're not.
I'm driving home like this.
You could do that. That's on you. Love you too, Randy. Thanks for tuning in. She said, love you guys, Wiz.
Bear, one of the Bears, right? You remember Goldilocks, right?
That's what you look like. Exactly. Okay. Don't forget to go vote, guys. Don't forget to go vote. We need a new mayor, F. de Blasio. All right. Purdy said, do not wear a bonnet. I mean, to each his own. But if you representing me, you're not wearing that bonnet with me in public. It's just me.
Right here.
The furthest, when I was growing up, we couldn't even wear our headscarves to the store. And the corner store is literally next door to my house. We couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was raised. Even when I'm traveling, like a road trip, my mother be like, why do you have that scarf on? We about to be in the car for 10 hours. What are you talking about? Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, but to each his own. If I want to wear it, I'm going to wear it. It doesn't affect you. So, Wiz, go ahead. Do you. Except for when you representing me. All right? See, Reese said, right, we will get in trouble. Exactly. Purdy said, I couldn't do it either, but I do it now. As you should. It's your right. Can't nobody tell you what you want to do or what you want to wear. Do you, ladies?
The game is going to say vaccinated. Get in.
Reese said, what she used to call us, Reese, if you went outside with a headscarf on. We used to get in trouble. Like, couldn't do it. But anyway, we got 2 minutes left. Peace and love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And Wiz will be back with Ray Clay in 2 weeks. So make sure you tune in. Tell a friend and tell a friend about the show. Shout out to Sharon on the check-in. Shout out to Stormy on the check-in. Shout out to everybody. Mellow always.
Everybody, Tyrone.
Facts. Better Green Entertainment.
Mellow.
Facts. DD. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Devon. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love.
What up? Hi, Access Radio. WIAX. The future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Joe. Yeah. 1203. We here. All these ladies be asking me what I'm looking for. Well, listen up. She about her business. Yeah. Come on. She about her money, she about her business, she about her money, she about her business, she about her money, she about her business. It come to that money, she handle her business and she be like, bag it up, 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 bag it up. She about her money, she about her business, she about her money, she about her business, she about her money, she about her business. It come to that money, she handle her business and she be like, bag it up, 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 bag it up. about her money, she about her business. Don't hurt me, she thinking she sexy. She always come at me direct. Forever will call, she don't text me. When she hit me up, she never play games. She say exactly what she wanted. She called me late night and talk dirty. Like, come through, let's count up some honeys. Next morning, it's back.